Lesson 4. Hello, my name is Tilly the Robo Tiger. I will be your voice of guidance through this lesson. Start close to your upper left corner of your paper sheet. Make two perpendicular lines, marking the cross point as point A. Add point B by measuring your waist to hip measurement. Add point C following the same line, measuring the amount of your body rise or your crotch depth. Starting at point B, measure 1/4 of hip circumference plus 0.5 centimeters of ease. Mark the end point with B1, square down, and mark the point C1 at the line crossing as indicated. From point A, measure 1/4 of waist circumference plus 1 centimeter ease, plus 2 centimeters dart. Mark the point with A1. From point C, measure 1/20 of your hip measurement to the left horizontally. Mark the end point with C2. Starting at C1, mark 1/2 of C1 C2, line length, and square up until you cross the AA1 line. Mark the point with E. From point B, move horizontally by a 0.5 centimeters as indicated. Connect the new point with C2 and point A in curve as shown on the diagram. At point E, set the 2 centimeters dart, go down vertically measuring 1/2 of your hip height, marking the end point with E1. This is your dart point. Draft the EE1 dart as indicated. From point A1, square up measuring 1 centimeter, marking the end point with A2. Connect A2 with a dart point by creating a curve. Connect point A with other dart point. Connect points A2, B1 and C1 by using a curved ruler. This shape presents your upper front leg half. From point C, measure 1/40th amount of your hip circumference to the right. Mark the point as C3. From C3 point, measure 1/10th amount of hip circumference to the left, marking the end point as C4. From point A, measure 1/2 of AE plus 2 centimeters. Mark the end point as H. From point H, square up 2 centimeters, and mark the point with H1. Connect H1 and C3 with a line. The point where lines H1 C3 and B1B crosses the point L. From point H, measure 1/4 of waist circumference minus 1 centimeter plus 3 centimeters dart. Mark the point with H2. From H2, square up by 1 centimeter to mark H3. Connect H3 to H1. Connect points H1, L, C2 and C4 by making a following curve, as showed on the detailed view. Measuring from C3 to the newly made curve, at a 45 degrees angle, the distance should be 2 centimeters. If not, adjust accordingly. Find the half distance between H1 and H3. Mark the point M. From point M, measure 3/4 of your waist to hip measurement, parallel to H1L line. From point L, measure 1/4 of hip circumference, and mark the end point with L1. Starting at L1, draft L2 by crossing the lines perpendicularly as shown. Connect points H3, L1, and L2 with a curved ruler. Extend your E1 line. Measure your waist to knee measurement starting at point E. Mark the end point with K. From K, measure the amount of your knee to floor measurement, and mark point W. Point W can also be drafted if you measure your waist to floor measurement starting at point E. At points K, make points K1 and K2, measuring 1/2 of knee circumference plus 2 centimeters ease. Extend outwards by 1.5 cm marking points BK1 and BK2. Do a similar thing at point W, measuring 1/2 of your ankle circumference plus 2 cm of ease. Measure 1.5 cm outwards marking points BW1 and BW2 as indicated. This part defines the width of your leg and ankle. To widen the leg add more ease and vice versa. Connect C2, K1, W1, W, W2, K2, and C1, and complete your front pattern. Now, connect C4, BK1, BW1, W, BW2, BK2, and L2. This step completes your back pattern. Separate the front pattern, indicated by black, and the back pattern, indicated by red. Congratulations, you completed your basic pattern sloper. Finally, we are done. Time to watch TV, nap, and be lazy. Thank you for watching. This was your Lottie the Robo Tiger. Help us to keep the channel alive by sharing and subscribing.